What do you think of that? What don't you think of that? I think that girl has got everything that she deserves.
I literally upload and then close.
Is that your hair? You got a dog?
Have you got a dog?
Fucking dog.
Sarah, she's got a dog. Oh, that will forever be one of the funniest things I've ever heard.
No, I was fucking insulting.
So I think I'm going to have to stick with the popular serial killers and stuff because it did better because it was more popular. People knew who it was. So I am going to do Rose and Fred hopefully on Saturday. But let's see how the week goes. If not, I'll do it the time after that. But I have started listening to, you've probably seen it. Who is
she
it?
says I've probably seen it.
Well, yeah,
Possibly when I'm uploading on the...
So it is...
should have seen the Wednesday. They come up what you've been watching.
The Tape Library. So he's a YouTuber and he's called The Tape Library. So shout out to you. And basically all his stories are about murders and weird shit that's gone on in... but with hauntings. And I'm like, yay! And then late at night when I'm putting the washing out, when I know it's going to be sunny the next day, or because obviously Alfie, all his fucking shit, I've been doing all that, and it's like, and then the figure appeared from nowhere, and I'm like, I'm putting the washing out, and I'm like,
yeah, it's a no from me.
but I think it's because obviously the true crime isn't hitting like it was after doing all the research I've been doing. It's just not hitting in the same place. Whereas before I'd be like,
well, you don't feel as fucked up.
no, before I'd be like, oh my god, that's well bad. Whereas now everything is normal.
Is that it?
Normal.
Heard worse.
Yeah. And he ate him, so what? I mean, you know what I mean? Like, that is literally...
Twice.
That's literally where my brain is at the minute. Whereas this one, I'm like, oh, I'm just listening to one about an asylum at the moment. And about all the hauntings there in the asylum. And I'm like, well, man, that's a little bit fucked up. But also normal. That's my state of mind. Normal behaviour. So... let's tell our audience some positive things.
It's half term.
Yeah, half term.
Woohoo for half term.
I am popping with friends to a caravan. Then my dad has surgery. Then, oh, my oven's broke.
No.
Yeah, it's the second time the same fault has happened.
But that's not good news, just so you know.
No, but it's fine.
Just ruined like the...
No.
There.
The good part about it is I'm insured.
Oh, touch.
Yeah, so when I brought the oven, because they're expensive ovens, it was 500, so I paid £3.99 a month, which then Paul proceeded to tell me was a waste of money, literally the same day that it broke. And I was like, how's that then? Because if they can't repair the oven, I get a brand new oven. Yeah. But anyway, so it's the same fault as last time. If you turn on the oven itself, it trips the fuse.
Right.
So last time it was a fuse itself in the oven. But fine, whatever, they're coming. But not until the 4th of June. So I said to her, I went, listen.
That's like nearly 2 weeks.
Yeah. So I said to her, I'm very grateful that you're coming to fix my oven. However, it's a very long waiting time to go without an oven. Is it not?
So fucking long.
But whatever, so that's getting sorted. Obviously doing the garden, told you that. What else is happening? I feel like that's it. Oh, I need to ring and get my electrical stuff done. The yearly check.
Oh, okay. What have I got coming up? Nothing. Oh, I'm going to go swimming on Saturday.
Which is
kids.
nice.
And we're going to go skating because like this is now the boys' thing.
Does he skate as well?
He was using my skates, but the squishies are done, so we're just waiting for new ones to turn up.
Yeah, you just screw them in, don't you?
No, the squishy things that go between the bumpers basically.
Right.
But because they're my skates from like when I was a teenager, because I still got my skates, yeah, they've perished.
Yeah, fair enough. Sometimes I think about getting skates and I think I
love
never use
skating.
them. Do you use them? No.
I mean, I haven't for a really long time.
Yeah, I have looked online.
And I have got my one pair. They were like, you know, they were my Bowers. They are not really Bowers though. They were the other ones.
Skates are skates, mate.
They weren't when you were a skater
Okay.
and you went skating with the skaters. Anyway.
Cool, never. There's no end to your talent. Skating, bird watching. Like when we were at Tough Mudder, bitch kept spotting birds and telling me what they were.
Oh yeah, we did Tough Mudder. And we smashed it.
Oh yeah, we haven't.
No, we haven't.
We did Tough Mudder.
We skipped this.
I am literally still, like, my bruises are pretty much gone, but look.
Oh wow.
Look, still.
War wounds.
And they're on my knee. I've still got bruises, but they're almost gone.
Yeah, I had one big one down the side, which took a couple of days to come out, but it has now come out.
I am telling you that it was no joke. It was no joke.
I was prepared to do another 5k. I'm not going to lie, I was prepared to.
Why didn't we then?
Because
we
you
were
were
both
like,
broken.
I'm broken. I'm like, if you don't want to, and you're like, I don't think I can.
Yeah, and then I said to you, if you want to do it, we'll do it. And then you were like, no.
I totally would have done it, but I didn't want to push you and kill you anymore because you had to drive home.
I do want to do the 5 and 10 next year.
Yeah.
I do kind of want to do it on the same day. So if it
same
turns...
day?
Yeah, hold on. It's nothing. So hold on.
It's what we
hold
did
on.
then.
So if it turns out it's not his weekend to be here, we're doing both on the same day.
I've got to do the 5 with him. I've promised it. So we've got to work it out to either be the west or the south one where he can do it.
Okay.
Whichever. I mean, I'm hoping it'll be the south.
Why
Because
can't he do the 5 and the 10? I just feel like going
20K?
back. It's not 20k.
No, because the 10 is miles, but it's 15k and 5k.
It's 3. So all total, it's 13 miles.
No, it's a 15 and a 10 and a 5,
So total is 13 miles.
which is 20k. That's what I just said.
Mine's working. 5.
15k and 5k is 20K.
I just feel like I'm not going to make it back the next day. I feel like it will be now or never moment. But if the other girls are doing it that they said they would, they can sit and wait then.
Why we do the 15k?
Yeah.
It took us 4 hours.
Not this time.
No, but after doing 5.
All right. Well, we'll play it by ear.
Reevaluate this.
Unless we do the 5 earlier in the year and then the 10 later in the year.
That sounds more reasonable.
Okay. I just want the medals that connect.
Yeah, so do I.
Right. Oh, we can do yours first.
What was mine?
Dating disasters.
Oh, okay, sweet.
Have you got that saved first?
I feel like I've got something in my eye.
Yeah, I felt like that all day as well.
Yeah.
Oh my god! So I got this new mascara, and it's proper waterproof, babe. How nice is that? Like thickness, I mean.
It's thick.
Yeah.
I'm looking. I'm like,
Look into my eyes. Not around the eyes. The eyes are under. Don't look away. Look in. Look in. And obviously getting water and that on my face. Nothing. It don't
why are you
move.
getting
I'll
water on
have
your
to.
face?
Been doing the garden. It's like you're not listening to what I'm telling
What are you
you.
using water for?
To water the plants I have in the
Oh, I
garden.
thought you were just
I've
constructing
got a
stuff.
flamingo tree. Let me show you it.
I got a flamingo tree.
I have wanted a flamingo.
I got a flamingo tree.
You're a fucking knob.
One of the teachers, yeah. I was trying to
They're
do
so
these stupid fucking
expensive.
goggles, yeah. And she's like, everyone look, I take a picture. And I've turned around and gone, why? And she took a picture. I'm like, why? And I said, show me that.
Sometimes.
And I was literally like this.
When I'm doing
I
the
Fucking delete that.
look at that.
Wow. Wow.
When I'm doing when I'm doing the podcast and I'm getting our thumbnail pictures and I'm screenshotting, sometimes we're like, and then I notice for some reason this one just gone up. I'm like, and I'm like, please don't get any enemies online. It's just like, the fuck is wrong with me? I thought, if we get any enemies, we're finished.
We're finished.
Yeah, sometimes you're like, when I'm cropping this out, I'm like,
You just did it.
Oh, but we can't help it because obviously we're just naturally talking and stuff and not thinking about the facial expression. When the whole time we should be like that.
No, like this, like this.
Oh, hold on. Save that one.
Don't do that now. Fuck's sake.
Right, let me introduce.
Hold on, I'm having.
It's
You
making
can
me-
see what I'm doing. Let me
It's making-
say. Hello,
It's
welcome
making
to
me a
my
bit
gla-
sweaty. Sweaty Betty.
I only got 4.
That's not like you. Normally you just say random shit. Read it and then we're like, huh?
I didn't like a lot of them.
Okay. No, me neither. I thought it was a bit shit. Why did we done it good last time?
Did do it good last time, and I found quite a lot of them were still on there as well. Like they hadn't sort of been.
Was it in its own subreddit?
I looked in. What did I look in?
Wasn't it called something like When Dating Goes Wrong or something like that?
I can't remember.
Anywho,
Anyway,
yeah. Are you ready? Okay. Hello everyone and welcome to Middle-Aged Opinion. I'm your host Ellie.
and I'm your host Emily.
Today
we
helicopter. Oh, I straightened that earlier.
good for you. Oh, that's really soft still. Mine was actually down, and then
I did
the
a.
parrot shit on my shoulder, so I scooped it right up.
She shat
And
on
then
me.
she had a she did. Or
Oh, she
didn't?
shat on me.
Did she?
I don't know. I don't think so. I
don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't know. I had it was quite dry the other day, obviously because I'd done all that stuff to it. So I literally done, you know, my argan oil, and then left it for like 72 hours, and then washed it off, which really helped.
I'm going to do argan oil when the boys go, because then I can be greasy and not worry about
Going
having
out.
it to be out in public.
Although
or
I
at
did
work.
go out. Where did I go? I literally put it in a bun. It looked like I just washed my hair and just put it in a bun, but I didn't want to. I needed it to sit on the scalp and the hair. I think still from Tough Muddy, it was still
dry and grotty.
yeah, like dry. Right, should I do that again, or are we all right with that one?
No, we've started. We've
Okay.
started.
Oh,
We're
we've
in.
started.
We're in.
Right. Well, it's over to you, babes. Your one first.
Well, you said that last time.
Last time what?
The last one.
Yeah, but was the last
The
one
last
your
one,
one?
I was sitting there and looking at you, and you're like, go on then. And I was like, oh, I'm going first.
Yes, you chose it.
Oh.
Oh, look, none already.
I hope we ain't got the same one. Oh,
I doubt it. I mean, I actually went through and read mine. I do have 2 short ones though, quite short, which I thought were a little bit interesting. Just reading one of the answers. Hell no!
hell to the no.
Hell no!
Is this the one I just clicked on?
I think so.
I don't know. Maybe it is.
Fucking hell. Gets bigger and bigger, people.
I like it big.
That's what she said. I'm 4.
4.
Yeah, like mentally, it's what she said.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
What are we doing again? Did we just say? We didn't even say what we're doing. Did we say what we're
You
doing?
did say
What did we say?
dating disasters.
We're doing dating disasters, just in case we didn't, because I feel like I didn't say
I
it.
feel like you didn't. I feel like I waffed off onto something else as
Like
per
really quickly.
yeah, as per usual.
Interrupting me all the fucking
I
time.
know. Now you know how it feels. Right, go.
We're doing dating disasters today. Let's have a look. So, went on a date and it turned out to... Went on a date and it turned out to be an absolute disaster. I, 21 female, got a DM from this guy,
Direct message.
22 male, on Facebook.
Oh, good old Facebook.
Seemed quite fine and genuinely into me, which was the first reason I gave him my number after some days.
Oh.
Anyway, said he had a crush on me for 3 months and used my pics as his wallpaper. Kind of weird, but okay. That's really fucking weird.
Bit
So-
too soon.
Yeah. Like they hadn't even spoken.
And he's like,
That's my girlfriend. She doesn't know it yet.
Like that post where she tags no, where this bloke on Facebook gets tagged in some girls in a relationship with Darren Miller, for example,
Darren Miller?
and then the bloke goes, "Sorry, do I know you?" She goes,
Not yet.
"Sorry, but I wanted to be in a relationship and somebody had to do it." She just clicked some random
Eeny, meeny,
fucking-
miny,
Literally. Great idea.
How I Met Your Mother.
Literally.
So fast forward to the first day, a week back from today. He came from his college to meet me after I was done with my lectures. That pretty much impressed me because he had to travel a lot and sounded so genuine about doing all just because he'd get to see me. Sounds sweet.
Sounds like a psycho. Go on.
That's the nice things you do when you want to know someone. Anyway, date goes well, and while returning I offered to pay for his transit fare because he came to see me, but he refused and I didn't press much and finally brought him snacks as I was getting some for myself too. Second date was yesterday and everything was almost similar to the first date. We hung out and kissed. So far so good. Offered to get him a soft drink, but he refused and bought it himself. Offered to pay his train fare too. He didn't object and I was fine with that. Later, he walks me home. I get home and around 10 minutes later, he asks for my mother's number. For context, our family uses my mother's number when ordering from this supermarket for where I got the snacks, because we do get some discounts, and I happen to have told this guy about this just like that, and I didn't like the idea of it. So the next time he called, I didn't take the call because I knew what he'd be asking for. Proceed to go for a shower and come back to 5 more calls and some texts within the span of 10 minutes asking where I was. Replied to the text saying I was in the shower and called him back. He asked me if I could pay for something and he'd return it later. Struck me as odd because look.
Don't be rude. Why?
Why'd someone make, no, it's how you speak, isn't it? Why'd someone make this request after just the second date? So I said I wasn't really okay with that and mentally planned the closure text. Yet he sent me the code mentioning the amount to pay, which honestly was very less. But then I didn't find it okay and proceeded to block him. Over the next 20 to 30 minutes, had my phone blasting with SMS asking why I did what I did. Later he texted me he lied about being a virgin. For context, I had asked him this before we kissed. I don't know, dumb move on my part for thinking this was something permanent, so that I wouldn't be offended, but he wanted nobody other than me. I saw the text and blocked him on the messaging app too. Weird experience, but honestly, what makes people think that they're entitled to make such weird demands right from the second date, plus lie about their past when asked, considering the fact that I had been honest about my previous partners? That's it.
Right. There were so many red flags from the beginning.
Right from the start.
Right from the get-go. First of all, the screensaver. Second of all,
Block.
the coming up.
Block.
Third, just the bloke.
Block.
Just, there's so many things that are telling you there's something wrong with him.
Yeah, the obsession.
Yeah. Can I use your mum discount? Can you pay for this? I mean, it's so fucking random.
I feel like, you're right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh, I got your picture on my screen.
That would have been an automatic block.
Block. Like you're taking pictures of my image, like my images.
Plus, I don't like the whole.
Ugh.
I gave him my number after he messaged me on Facebook.
Brother.
Yeah, brother. Why would you give someone your number that you don't know?
Oh, she said there was a couple of messages.
Yeah.
But still, it's said he had a crush on me for 3 months and used my pics as his wallpaper.
Weird.
3 months.
So
stalking.
he found her picture, screenshotted it.
He come
used it.
across her on Facebook, friends you might know, or just randoms. And
saved
then,
her picture and then built up the courage to message her.
Looking
I actually think he wanted to see if she would fall in love with him so she could buy things for him. That's what I think. That's what I think.
Deep.
That's what I think.
I just think he was a weirdo.
Yeah. Top comment. Brother.
I knew your Bengali as soon as you said Facebook.
No, I don't know what Bengali means.
Bengali. I think it's Bengal as in like Indian.
B-E-N.
And then she says, too accurate. My
It's
college
because we're not
friend
young.
tried
That's why we don't know what that means.
dating via Facebook as well. She got catfished.
Yeah, it's talking about another region.
Facebook dating feature isn't available in India, I guess.
Weird.
What's the Facebook dating feature?
Yeah, so there is a new thing on Facebook where you can just go into a dating part and get a date.
Why are we all on this whole dating app crap?
I don't know. To
Damn,
meet
y'all.
people.
Way too retro, huh? Gotta start using Facebook for dates. I don't understand. How does it mean that she's Bengali? Nobody in the country except us Bengals use Facebook.
Oh, there you go.
And someone else is like, Facebook has a dating feature.
That's
What
you.
the fuck, then?
That's you. What?
They've turned Facebook into really worse. Oh,
I like Facebook for the pages of like where it all kicks off all the time.
I like the marketplace. That's about all I go on Facebook for.
Kicks off all the time. On Wallington Face group, all they talk about is helicopters.
There's been a lot lately.
Like
over
that.
my school.
Like that.
Over
that's,
my school.
That's the post.
I think there has been one every single day this week, which have been police helicopters.
Right.
Anyway,
Like
you brought
this.
it up.
Yeah, like
I
this.
didn't do that on Facebook.
That's what people
but
write on Facebook.
When I was in the playground,
did anybody
doing
shoot
my
a helicopter?
job, minding my business, because it's not a sunny day, you're just standing in the field, because that's what I do. And you go, and you're looking up thinking, where the fuck's that coming from? And you're like, it's really low as well. Anyway.
This
True
one was
story.
like a Tough Mudder. Look at the eagle!
It wasn't an eagle.
You'd know.
They were kestrels.
You would know. They were kestrels, sorry.
And they were red-tailed kites as well, but whatever. They were beautiful as well.
They were beautiful. I'm going to
Oh,
give
thank
you
you
that.
very much. And what were the other ones I've taught you?
A seagull.
No, the little one on the floor.
A red robin.
Pheasants.
A pheasant.
You know, the eagles were eating the pheasants. We found body parts all over the
We
place.
did. There were
lots of bones.
and there were like rabbit body parts.
There was a lot of bones.
Or hair, I suppose they'd be, wouldn't they?
There's probably rabbit.
Okay. Either way.
Yeah, a lot of bones.
But
Bones.
yeah. But I feel like Facebook is the older generation. You need to get a life. The way you're so happy about that. You're really happy.
Bones.
This is what it was like. This is what it's like. Ellie, look at the eagle.
Do you know when you're
They
so
were bought,
tired
they were
and
discovered.
everything
They were discovered in the 12th century. And what happened was, and I was like,
bore off, Emily.
Well, we were dying up hills and stuff, and that was her prerogative, was to spot birds and then
I
talk
was
about.
trying to stop myself from
And then
dying.
talk about, it's actually Stuart's fault because Stuart taught me that the ferrets come from eggs. Gives a fuck. Anyway,
Don't hate.
I was agreeing they were beautiful, and then I moved on. You, however, spent
All day long they were like literally following us like vultures. They were
weren't
waiting for
following
us to die. And right at the end, but when we get back to the car and there was 4 of the fuckers,
Yeah,
it was
they
like
were
they
like-
were waiting.
They were like, oh, turns out they made it. I do want to do Infinity again. Because
Yeah,
we
I
can
would
do
like
better.
to-
I can do
I
better.
would like
You
to
can
do
do
it again.
better. We can do better.
I feel like 5:15 Infinity.
I feel like I need to sleep the night before. I feel like that
Maybe.
did not help me.
Maybe we should consider getting an Airbnb or something closer
Yeah.
the night before.
So we get a
then
good
actually
night's sleep
The whole
rather
5
than
o'clock out the door thing wasn't fun.
literally 3 hours. That's all I had,
It was not
and
fun.
I was just like
No, that was not fun.
zombie-lised. Right. Anyway, moving back to where we were. Right. Would you date someone who is going
No.
through? I've got such a good idea for a fucking TikTok. So once we finish this, I'm going to show you what my idea is. It's so funny. It's so funny, but it involves you dating.
Oh no.
You
What,
haven't
in real
actually.
life?
No, no, no.
Okay, fine.
No. Imaginary people.
They sound fun.
Sounds better, doesn't it? Wish I could get one of them. What did he annoy me with earlier? Oh, right. When the sun's
Breathing.
shining.
The sun was
When
shining.
the sun's
I
shining.
know.
And you open the door, he does this. Right? It fucking winds me up so much. Just turn your face away like a normal person. It's fucking all this, right? And I was
Stop
like,
the light.
and I was like, really fucking annoys me when you do that. Why can't you just turn your face away like a normal person? It's really bright. Well, that being the sun, probably is. Every fucking time. I'm not even sure up. Unless I am.
Poor Paul.
You fucking poor Paul. Fuck off. Fucking poor Paul. Fucking. It annoys me so much. Who reacts like that?
I'm going to now.
No. It just fucking angers me. I'm just like, it's unnecessary behaviour. It's like if he ever hurts himself, and I'm just like,
Man.
me, I'm like a normal person.
Yeah, like breathe. Don't die.
Just quietly
Don't love
to yourself. Not everybody needs to know that you've hurt yourself. Right, I've just ripped that open some more.
Oh.
Put it back down. Don't see me crying, do ya? Anyway.
Odd as nails.
I am hard as nails. Did that earlier with a stone.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Moving
on.
again.
Would you date someone
No.
who is going through a crisis? It's a very short
That's
one.
me.
Yeah.
That's like, would you date me?
No.
No.
Right.
No.
I've been on 2 dates with a woman, and she tells me that one of her sons is an alcoholic who lives in her basement. It's America. It's better than having the bogeyman down there, isn't it? The son was hospitalised recently for pancreatitis and was warned that if he didn't stop drinking, he's going to die. He still drinks. The woman I've seen says that she is worried that her son is going to die. This is pretty heavy stuff. Would I be an arsehole to stop seeing her because of this? What would you do?
Well, how long have you been seeing her for?
He's had 2 dates with her.
Yeah, stop seeing her.
Back out.
Yeah, back out. You're not committed to nothing there.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely. Like,
Yeah.
she can't be mad at you for it.
No. I can tell from personal experience that living with an alcoholic or being near an alcoholic is very, very hard work. It affects you greatly. It being her son and he's been told you're going to die and he's still drinking, you're in for a fucking roller coaster.
Yeah.
I 100% think don't do it. Because once you start catching feelings in that, you're fully involved in this fucking drama.
Yeah, it's not about her, is it? You're investing into that child as well, who is
Yeah.
an adult, who is an alcoholic,
Yeah.
who lives in the basement. Like, it's it's too much. It's too much. You don't have to invest yourself into that.
Yeah, he needs rehab quickly because he's going to die. Doesn't sound like
She's going to have so much to deal with after, and
it's not going to be a nice death either.
No. Like, he will be supporting her, he'll be supporting him, and then when he does eventually die, because I feel like people...
Pancreatitis is serious.
I don't think it's a quick death, is it?
No, it's painful.
It's
as well.
a long, dragged
the
out...
the whole pancreas, like, it's painful anyway, because you know, like, in 99% of cases, if you get pancreatic cancer or anything like that, it's fatal, unless literally caught from day dot.
Mm-hmm.
And it's painful. Anything to do with your pancreas is painful. But living with an alcoholic is painful, and you've got all this worry, and even if you're like, I'm not gonna fucking worry, it's not the truth. You do. Like, the whole thing is stressful. So I'm with you.
Right now, it is her worry.
Yeah.
But it's not yours.
Yeah. It's too much.
You are so just little toe deep in. Like, you do not need to put your whole foot in there.
The fact that she has brought this up, like, on day 2 tells you you're already in for it, because declaring stuff like that so early on is like a big deal. Do you know what I mean?
It obviously is a big thing that's happening in her life, so it affects her clearly every single day.
Sometimes I think that's why
I need you to know this is what's going on in my life on a regular.
Yeah.
And actually, I'm more than sure she'd be like, you can choose to back out right now.
100%. But sometimes I think, is that why I don't drink all the time? But actually, it's because I don't really like the taste of alcohol, if I'm honest. Right, top comment. Hell no. Anyone who dumps all this on by date 2 has way too much going on in present enough to form a healthy new connection. She's disclosing this much about her family crisis so early on in your relationship. She certainly intends for you to get involved in it. It's true. I agree with that.
She intends for you to get...
Yeah.
I think it's not... she intends for him to be... I think it is actually a... This is my day-to-day life. This is something I am going through constantly. So if you want to be part of me, this is something. So I feel like she's actually giving him the option, rather than actually him getting involved with her and then eventually seeing it for himself and going, whoa, what the fuck, hang on.
2 people here have gone into a little bit, or 3 people, a couple of people, because of they've gone into a little bit of a fucking, literally what you said,
the way
what
it was
I
worded
said.
was wrong.
Yeah. So then the next person says, I would think that a dying child or being the caregiver to someone with a terminal disease would need to disclose right up front.
Yeah.
Because that takes up a lot of time and energy. Yeah. So then people are biting back now, which would be me, it would be us. I would think that if your child is dying at home and you're taking care of them, you'd realise that now is not the time to go looking for dates.
You'll probably also find that because this is an adult child and their doctors, and possibly your own doctor, or they all have counsellors and whatever now, don't they, in America? She's probably got people saying, do things for you. Like, you've got this going on. You need to focus on things for you. You need to do positive things
I get it, but she's probably not, because her head's probably...
Dating probably isn't the right thing. But...
My mum had pancreatic cancer and was advised and was active for 2.5 years. Life does not stop.
It's a long drawn out fucking death.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I mean, personally, I think it's... Depends if
Unless you've met her and you've gone, wow, this person is amazing, this is who I want to be with. You are in a position to go, I can't deal with that and I'm really sorry, I'm going to back out.
OP feels that too much was disclosed, considering they were only on date 2. Too much oversharing. of life and family, considering that they'd only gone out twice. I happen to agree with him.
Yeah,
I'm glad
a lot was shared, but I also think she's also saved him from becoming involved in it, unless he chose to. She's given him the choice.
Yeah. I mean, really, she's done him a favour, but I think
No, I wouldn't stay.
No,
dude, you've got so much more going on, I'm sure, than getting bogged down in somebody else's crazy shit.
I just think it's difficult, isn't it difficult for anyone right now dating? There's too much, mate.
Don't do it.
Yeah, you're like, no. Go on.
Okay, dating disasters with boob obsessed idiots.
I did see that. I didn't save that.
The last 2 weeks have been so annoying. I hate it when men just seek me out because of my chest and act like if I had cleavage in a picture, it's because of them. Here are 3 disastrous incidences. 1. I went on a date with a guy I met on Bumble. We had a fun date, but at the end of the night, he got really into me and was all over me, talking about how he wanted to play those 2 huge things.
Ugh.
We had chemistry, so I let it slide for a bit. We fooled around, but I knew he wasn't very serious. He drops me off and I ask him if I'm going to see him again. He goes, "Of course, I wouldn't be into you if it wasn't so." And then never heard from him again, except Christmas Day, where he says he is not ready to date. Okay. 2. The jerk on my Instagram who tries to get me to give him nudes all the time. 3. The jerk on my dating sites who tried to get me to give them nudes. 4. I was at the bar 2 nights ago and a guy comes up to me and asks if I yo-lay-he-hoo.
Yo-lay-he-hoo.
I go, yo-lay-he-hoo. And then he goes, "Yeah, you know yodeling because you look like those milkmaids who yodel." And then he puts his hands out in a wide gesture referring to my chest.
I like him already.
That one's a keeper, yeah?
That's a keeper. Disgusting.
5. Today I went on a date to a movie and the guy after he dropped me home, a perfect gentleman, texts me. I couldn't help but be pleased with how big your chest is. I keep glancing at it. They were so huge. How is this acceptable behaviour? Don't these men realise I am a human being and not a porn bot? What is wrong with them?
Completely unacceptable behaviour. Completely unacceptable behaviour. I'm glad they're pleased with her tits. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But keep it to yourself.
It's so caveman.
It is so caveman. It is very caveman.
Like,
men are obsessed with tits, though.
Honestly, it is okay to be like awed by a woman's physique.
Yeah.
But
you don't have
groping at her or
texting,
making sexual gestures or it's unnecessary.
Yeah, it's not very attractive for women to be. It's fine if you think whatever you want, you know what I mean? But it's not. We don't want to hear that shit.
No, it does not make us think you're the one.
No, it's
keep
like,
her.
Is that how you talk to women?
Yeah. So top comment says, so vulgar. I wish they could watch a man talk to their mother or sister that way. When it comes to boobs, many men don't ever grow up. Glad you're so giddy, but you're making me beyond uncomfortable.
It's weird. Oh, look at your tits. It's weird, isn't it?
It is just weird. Opie says maybe, but I don't think it's about us at all. but how men think it's theirs to talk about and give opinions.
I'm
this-
assuming she's got massive boobs.
it sounds like she hasn't given a real indication of size, but
Saying that though, babe, we've been known to do that.
what?
Talk about women's tits, Keelys.
Yeah, but she's our mate.
Yeah, we mean it as a compliment as well.
Yeah, we're not like, get your girls out.
No, we're like, you've got lovely tits, babe.
Yeah, she has.
Yeah, see, we do. That's what we do.
But it's a compliment.
No, we are, yeah.
We're not on a date with her being like, can't get, wait, give me a
Well
That
done,
ain't
I've done
it.
that.
Not saying we haven't done that to her, but that ain't the point either.
What about when we were in the kitchen at Jenna's and Tasha almost sat on our face? We were going, no.
Trying to look elsewhere.
No. Oh, that was a good day as well.
No, honestly.
Yeah, I think
Men, do better.
Yeah, just don't be so vulgar. Think it, say it, talk to your mates about it, but there's no need to text her that sort of shit. It's a right put off.
Yeah, she's not going to be impressed.
No.
Go on.
Right. This is dating horror stories. I was really shy when I was 17 and I was working in a pub. There was this lovely girl who came in every now and then with her friends. One day I got up the courage to ask her out. I just blurted it out and she seemed a bit taken back.
Look at me. What?
I love your tits!
Oh, he's the one.
He's the one. I just blurted it out and she seemed a bit taken back but agreed to meet me the following night at 9 in a different pub. So I got all dolled up, new clothes, borrowed aftershave, flowers, chocolates, the whole 9 yards.
Aww.
I know, I thought that as well. So got to the pub and there she was with 7 people, including her boyfriend and his brother. They asked what I was doing with the flowers and chocolates, and like a true idiot, I just started mumbling. She jumped in, smooth as you like, and said that it was for her friend who I was meeting, Claire. With a bit of a shock to Claire, who played along, I hung out with them for a little while and Claire got up to leave and I went with her. She was generally thought I wanted to meet up with a gang of hers for a few drinks and make some new friends, but they couldn't make it out. Almost all the bumbling I had done about asking her out. Claire enjoyed the chocolates and flowers though, and I got the shift with her another night. Can you imagine that?
Oh.
Yeah. I don't understand how
Why did she not say
I've got a boyfriend.
I've got a boyfriend? Or
I'm wondering if it is the way he asked.
like, what did he say?
If he said, "Can I come out with you?"
Can I come out with you?
maybe she thought as a group, or will you go out with me? I'm trying to work out what was said, because will you go out with me is very different than can I go out with you?
Yeah, can I come out with you?
Because then I'd be like, oh yeah, no, like I got a good group. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, it just feels like there was lacking information for him on her part. Like, yeah, of course you can.
Yeah.
Me and my mates will be here on this day. I don't know. Oh.
Someone said you brought flowers and chocolates to a pub. Absolute mad lad. Still 1,000 times more balls than I had when I was 17. Maybe even now that I am 34. I actually think chivalry's dead. I think
thought
that's
that was
so
lovely.
Sweet. You don't see that anymore.
No, not really.
When you were going through your dating phase, did any of them bring chocolates and flowers then?
What dating phase? What,
Ages ago. Years ago.
What, before I got married, you mean?
No. After you got married and you started dating again. Amongst all the dick pics.
No, I got a lot of dick pics. You lot's got a lot of dick pics.
I know,
Just
we
what-
enjoyed them.
Move them on to you guys.
Every day. Ugh.
Especially Monday morning.
Oh.
Happy Monday morning, guys. Have a good week.
Yeah.
Ping, 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 ping. Blech. Had a butt plug.
Someone brought you a butt plug.
Mary pulled it out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Was it used?
I didn't touch it. I didn't give
Right.
it a sniff or anything.
So
Didn't
weird.
touch it.
This is my butt
Um,
plug.
I don't think. No.
I actually feel like that is lovely. It shows consideration.
What, the butt plug? Where are you talking
No,
about?
no, not the butt plug. No, not for a
Moved
first
on.
date. Second date, fine. No, the chocolates and flowers.
I thought it was lovely.
Yeah. I just don't think. I just don't think people do stuff like that anymore,
No.
which I think is a massive shame. Anyway, moving on.
Excuse me. My dating life is basically a disaster. I need to whine or a wine. Hit it off with a match. What?
I need a wine or wine.
Yeah,
Fair
wine
play.
or wine. To hit it off with a match on her recently. I believe this is actual lesbians over 25. This is what it's come under Reddit. I don't know how it's ended up on my page, but this is
Because
what
it's
I've
a
got.
date. It's a dating disaster.
This is what's happened. So hit it off with a match on her recently. She was being very open. She was a very perspective and curious chatter. It's just really rare for me to feel like I want to know someone better and go on a date with them. After about a week or two of chatting, she mentions that she's just on there for friends. Fuck. And no, it was not on her profile anywhere, but she seems very new to these dating apps and stuff. Separately, there was someone else that I found interesting, which is also a very rare phenomenon for me. I like her a bit more every time I talk to her, but that became a bit of a messy situation when I found out she had a thing for a mutual friend, the latter of whom tried to matchmake us. I didn't know, and the interesting person told me she found the whole situation a bit awkward, and I just don't want to add to that. So I think I need to scream and get a few drinks. No particular order. Oh.
So it was a waste of her time. The girl weren't looking for a relationship with her.
So the girl she was initially matched with decided that she was only looking for friends, and then the next person she was talking to also had a mutual thing with a friend.
That's what I'm saying.
And it was just like
So the girl's a mess.
there's too much going on there.
Yeah, she's playing. It's like a waste of time. You only end up getting hurt.
Yeah. But I'm so tired of these emotionally unavailable ladies, but then they complain no one carries the convo. Get off.
Or
No.
the chocolates or flowers.
The chocolates are fine. Though when I show genuine interest, it's creepy, or they can't keep up. It's fucking annoying. I hear you, says OP. But the way I see it, I ask the questions that I do because I'm genuinely curious and nothing else. As low as these standards are, I don't talk the way I do, expecting them to show the same level of curiosity about me. So if they find it creepy or can't keep up, that's fine with me. I still meant the questions that I did and they didn't like it. End of convo. I can accept having to carry conversations a bit of if they're at least somewhat interested, but I'm not about to force a convo. Oh man, I sound like a loser. What with how low my bar is, I need to stop. Do you want me to keep going?
No.
No. Talking about small talk and
At least-
the lack of.
At least it's not with just men. Isn't it? Right,
Don't do.
my last one.
I've only got one more.
Yeah, perfect. Are you ready?
Yeah, go on.
Why does it do that? Because of the door?
Because the door's closed.
Okay. Be honest. When were you... You know when my brain does that? I'm just like... Be honest. When were you dating... When were you the dating horror story? Oh. Okay, sorry. I went to a house party.
Never.
Never? Never been on a date and you're like, actually, I'm the problem.
No.
I'm like, have I? Oh, I've got to think way back when. Yeah, probably. I've probably been the problem. I was the problem earlier. Oh my God, you're so dramatic. I went to a house party New Year's Eve with a cute girl I just met. And right after the ball dropped, we started making out pretty hard. After about 15 minutes, I started to feel fairly sour. So we decided to head back to her place. Turns out I had come down with a full-blown stomach flu, which ended up being intensified by the heavy drinking from the evening festivities. I had to try and convince the girl that I didn't know that it wasn't the booze and that something was wrong with me. I was so sick the next day that I couldn't leave her place, as venturing further than 20 feet from the toilet was not going to happen. My fever was so high and I was percolating between top and bottom and got lost on the way to the toilet in the straight hallway, then proceeded to faint in her arms when found coming round. I was confused, staring at a wall. I shit and puked in a house for a full 24 hours before I could muster up the energy and courage to make the 15-minute voyage home to my safety. And she lived with her mum at the house as well. So that's the story of how I first met my mother-in-law. She's a very understanding woman. Great, wasn't it? So that's it. They got married and everything.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, what a lovely story. Yeah, that's it. That's how they met. That's how they got married. What a great story. I mean, it really would break the ice, Faye, wouldn't it?
I did something similar at the ex's.
First
Friend.
ex or second ex?
Not the ex-husband, the ex.
Ugh. Yeah.
At his friend's house. First time I met them, and the guy was like a father figure to him.
Right.
Like, long story. Anyway, he's taken me around there, and we got takeaway, and we were playing card games, and they were topping my drink up. It was a big glass, yeah, and they kept topping it up with gin.
You were like, yay!
And I really was like that.
Yeah.
And then I could feel myself slipping down in the seat, like slowly going.
Best night ever!
Best night ever.
Yeah.
I know I got a little bit high rate with the game of cards we were playing because I was like, cheating! I got vocal. And then I crawled up their stairs to go to bed, where I then proceeded
Were you
to...
staying?
Yeah,
Okay.
they got spare rooms.
Okay.
So I then proceeded to throw up in their spare room because there was a little ensuite.
Okay,
So
fine.
in there, but also on the floor.
In the ensuite. Fine.
No, in the bedroom.
On the carpet.
No, it wasn't carpet. It was hard floor.
Okay, yeah.
And
Oh.
then he got their towels.
Why would he do that?
Because he's not a very good guest. And,
Why would he do that?
Yeah, but it then kept touching me, and I'm like, don't touch me. And I remember saying it as well. And then I did get into
This is why she doesn't date
bed.
anymore.
And then the next morning I was just like, oh my god, I need some water. And he sort of ignored me because I growled at him like, don't touch me. And so I stumbled down their really steep stairs to their kitchen, where she was already up, like making breakfasts and stuff, like, and coffees in pots and stuff, all very proper.
You're like, here's your towel.
And I was like, oh my god.
Here's
Like,
your
I'm
towel.
so sorry. Yeah. It was so bad. You were brilliant. And I'm like,
I tell you what it is with you.
You haven't seen your bedroom yet.
I tell you what it is with you. You very rarely let yourself go past a point, but when you do, you proper go past that point.
All or nothing.
Yeah,
right?
but you need to go.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
You need to. So there's the line, right? You come up to the line. You kind of let you know,
Yeah, that's
done.
it. That's
or
my time.
or you're like right here. You need to be here.
Now, if you're doing it, you go all out.
Yeah, but I always go out, but I very, very rarely go
Listen,
here.
I don't want to just get pissed.
No. Here's piss.
No, that's not piss.
No,
That
yes, it
is
is.
still in control.
Right.
This is piss.
No. So it starts
Here's
here.
control. The minute I'm like, one more is
Yeah,
going to
but you're
tip
not.
me over.
You're not going there. You're going there.
Yeah, but what's the point of just going there then? If I'm going over
Because-
that line, I
right.
might as well just keep fucking
So
going.
for me, example, this is where my nose and teeth go numb. This is where I know I'm at my perfect spot. I'm okay to go here. Here's okay, but whoa, yeah. So we go whoa, and then that's it, and then we bring it back. Numbness wearing off. Couple more. Way. That's how to do it.
I'm sorry, are you telling me what to do? Because I feel like I'm a
Yeah,
41-year-old that can do
yeah, right,
whatever
fair
the fuck
enough.
I want.
Yeah, because you're like here.
Listen, it's a all or nothing.
Yeah,
I'm going
I
to
mean-
do my thing, or I'm going to do my thing.
Yeah.
But in that time, in that space, I don't get angry or aggressive.
No.
I was actually really invested in this card game, and I wanted to win.
Yeah. And you didn't.
I did, actually.
You did.
Apparently I did.
You're a fucking twat.
I don't know if they let me win just to shut me up. But
Fucking hell.
I did actually.
But yeah.
It was worth it. And they had me come back again.
Yeah, well, they liked you. You're hilarious, so I get it. Take us home, darling.
Okay. I can't.
I can't see it.
I can't. I just want it to be even, because that's the sort of person I am.
Unless she's there.
Unless I'm over there.
Then we get the towels out.
Yeah. No, do you know what? The reason I was sick was because I didn't eat enough in
Preparation.
prep. I had some noodles.
Plus, I think...
Noodles don't line your stomach.
No, they don't really
They
do
come
anything.
back up as well.
I, as full noodles.
Full
full
fucking
noodles.
Didn't chew that.
I don't think... I think sometimes gin can be overly sweet, which will encourage your body to get rid of it as well. Your body's like, ew. Ew.
It was great.
Yeah. Go on.
I had the best time.
Ever.
I'd see her again.
No, you won't.
I would. Too.
Yeah.
She's great.
You're not invited.
I don't know. She's still friends with me.
On Insta.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Yeah. She's a nice girl. I say girl. She's a lady.
Go.
Okay. Went on 3 disaster dates with the same guy.
Oh.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. One is
Let's
enough.
find out.
Yes. Tell us why.
I, 33 female, royally messed up by giving this one guy, not 1, not 2, but 3 chances to go on dates together. I've been sitting on this for a while, but today I decided to share this disaster date gem with future generations, so y'all can dip out on date 1, not 3 like me. Context. I met, let's call him Todd.
Todd. Horrible name.
I think y'all would appreciate this. 23 male, through friends. We started hanging out together as a group. Everyone in the group always thought Todd was an oddball, a little quirky and socially awkward. At the time, he was polite and sociable enough that we kept hanging out though. Not too long after, I started dating someone else, but I still hung out with Todd with other friends, of course. After my relationship ended, I told Todd about it and he started messaging me more often and wanted to hang out more. I wasn't doing much, so I agreed. Through these meetups, I kind of figured Todd was interested. Todd was interested in me. When I asked him about his thoughts on going on dates, he admitted he has no experience and has never been on a date. I said that was fine, but then he blurted out that when he met me the first time, he thought I was pretty and he had a crush on me. But he immediately was put in the friend zone when I started seeing someone else. I was surprised because he showed no interest even before I dated my ex. Anyway, we agreed to go on a date and see where things go. Date 1. Todd asked me to pick a nice restaurant to go to for dinner and he said dinner is on me. I picked a mid-tier nice restaurant and sent him the website and menu ahead of time. He was good with it and we met there. The dinner itself was fine since we had been friends before. But when the bill came, the total was $70. He immediately asked me to cover half of it. I was surprised but agreed. Mistake number 1. I remember being annoyed and thinking, if you don't want to buy dinner, it's fine, but don't say you will, then you dip out last minute. The night ended with him driving me home right after we got some ice cream. Date 2. I agreed to go on a second date. We went to see a movie, we got popcorn, sat down and watched the trailers. Just as the last trailer was about to end, he turned to me and asked what the movie we were about to watch was about. To which I said, I don't know, we're about to see it in 10 seconds. Todd proceeded to whip out his phone and Googled the movie. People behind us were annoyed because his phone was really bright in the dark theatre. I told him to stop and covered his phone with my hand. On the way out, I said what he did wasn't very nice, but he said he didn't care and no one was looking at his phone anyway. That annoyed me even more. I don't like it when people aren't considerate of others, and yet I agreed to continue seeing him. Date 3. This one took the cake. We agreed to meet at my apartment so we could have lunch and watch a movie on Disney Plus together. Todd showed up 1 hour late with no texts, no calls, and when he showed up at my door, I could tell he rolled out of bed and didn't shower. His reason? His mum didn't wake him up in time to go to our date at 11 a.m. I should have shut the door in his face then and there, but I let him in. It got worse. He didn't want to watch the movie. He wanted to watch me play a video game and backseat play, sorry. I unfortunately let him do it for 2 hours. After I came to the point of saving the game, I told him I wanted to stop, but Todd kept pushing to continue. I snapped, turned off my console and said, if you don't want to watch the movie, you can leave now. Todd was confused, but he left. Later that night, I messaged Todd saying that I was done trying and I didn't want to see him anymore. He texted back by asking what he did wrong, so I gave him receipts by listing everything. Todd understood and eventually apologised, but he said he wanted me to give him a chance. I didn't respond. 3 days later, Todd asked to meet for coffee, which I agreed to because I was really ready to rip him a new one. And he told me he was not ready to date, but he still wanted to be friends. Then he asked me to set up another hangout with other friends, to which I said no. Big question. Are we still friends? Todd occasionally sends me photos of his travels and life, which I would always leave him on read. He has no idea I am now happily engaged and I no longer hang out with him. I absolutely refuse to see Todd unless we run into each other through our mutual friendship groups. The lesson of the day is I should have stopped on date 1 and saved myself from a headache. Thanks for reading.
Yeah, I don't think it's that deep. Like, I just don't think it's as deep as she's making it out to be. It's none of that's really bad. They're just not compatible.
Yeah.
She's like making it like, so he tried to kill me on date 1 and stupidly I was like, okay, listen, I'm going to give you another chance on date 2. Then he tried to eat me and I was like, you know what, maybe he didn't mean to eat me. So we went on date 3 and he actually ran me over with his car and I was like, it's enough. They just weren't compatible. Like, it wasn't that deep. He actually didn't do anything too bad. Do you find any of that stuff shocking and like out of control?
I think not out of control, but I think in a dating scene, when someone's like, yeah, I'll pay, and they're like, yeah, go halves, it's sort of like, oh, okay, fine. But it is a bit,
I mean,
when
yeah,
you offer it.
But I get that, right? Okay, fine. I'll let you have that one. Just. But I mean, maybe he weren't feeling it as much either, and that's why he was like, you know what, let's go hard.
But the whole Googling in the movie thing, that would annoy me.
Wouldn't bother me. Whatever.
No, it would annoy me.
It's not a big
the woman
deal.
who sat there during the movie I watched the last time, and I could see her scrolling through fucking Facebook, and I was more like zoned in what's going on there.
I went and watched.
I wanted to kick her chair.
This vampire thing. It was quite good. I mean, I need to watch it again, but she just did not shut the fuck up the whole time. It's annoying.
It was rude.
But he literally Googled in the last trailer, babe. That's what she said.
Yeah. So the last trailer had finished and he's going, what's this about?
And he quickly Googled.
But the film's about to start.
I get it.
Just watch the fucking film. That's what you went for.
My point is, it's not that deep. So they weren't compatible. She's made out like he's this villain. Like that, the way that she's like, he has no idea.
No, he's not
I'd never see him again. It's really not that deep. He seems quite immature, still young. Do you know what I mean? Still like, you know, in the way, mummy had to, you know, it's just ridiculous. It's just not that deep.
He's 32.
It's not that deep. It's not that deep. They're not compatible. It's as simple as that. He is now travelling, doing his own thing, and she's like, little does he know, I'm engaged. I will never see him again unless I have to. Like, calm down. It's not that deep. Nobody got hurt. We've read worse stories today.
Yeah.
In fact, she's annoyed me more than him. She's pissed me off.
Well, you must have really been bored to entertain that so long.
It's not that deep, people.
OP. No, I was definitely not in the best headspace and I felt bad for him.
Oh,
so I paid the
now
price.
She's a saviour.
Ha, ha, ha.
Can't stand her. Would never be friends with this girl.
Someone advised me recently that you should never date someone because you feel sorry for them.
Oh.
Or continue dating someone if you start to feel sorry for them. OP. A smart someone for sure.
Oh.
This is actually kind advice because it's actually not fair to either person. I have the opposite problem. I feel so bad about the couple of times I've rejected people that it makes me scared of going on a date with anyone I don't really know I like. Better luck next time. Funny story. The next time was much better because I'm now engaged. So no more disaster dates. Fingers crossed. Happy ending. Congratulations. If your honeymoon in the Keys, I'll take y'all on a sailing sunset.
I tell you who else has posted on fucking Reddit? Bridesmaids. Bridezilla. I'm telling ya, this bitch, I could never.
I can confirm.
If you were like, oh, Ellie,
before dates,
oh my god,
and doesn't Google movies right before he watches them, haha. And thanks for all the kind offers.
Oh, we've literally, I can't talk about this bitch, man. It's not that deep. It's really not that deep. They weren't compatible.
3 disaster dates.
Yeah. If I was her mate, I'd say, babe, you're not compatible. Don't bother going out again. And if she went out again, I'd be, shut the fuck up.
I mean, I'm a socially awkward guy, especially when it comes to dating. But this is really weird. The mum woke me up late kind of made me chuckle a bit.
Like I said, it's not that deep. It's really not deep.
Yeah, she's trying to defend herself here.
I know. Why? Someone telling
She's
her...
like, I never blamed him for being socially awkward. I just really didn't like his lack of consideration to others. And being pushy when I told him that I didn't want to play the video game anymore. Overall, just very annoying and frustrating.
She's very high maintenance.
And the audacity to ask for another chance sent me... She's put on fires.
Never.
Yeah, that was really strange. And Googling the movie.
Never. Could never be friends with her. Listen, I'm like, you've done a list. Right, here we go. I've moved on from her. Let's say goodbye and then we can have a quick look. Thank you everyone for joining us. I hope you feel the same way as I do about OP. We saying peace.
I always do this, I don't know why.
Peace. Like, follow, subscribe.
That's my line.
Oh.
Like, follow, subscribe.
Even if engaging, liking really helps us out, we really appreciate it.
Yeah, message us already.
Yeah, come on guys, give us
Come
some
on,
ideas.
try us out.
Don't talk about belly buttons, it makes us feel sick.
Yeah, but don't talk about boobs either, like we've just discussed about.
I'm happy to talk about boobs.
Not ours.
Yeah, talk about mine. Saggy as fuck. There you go. My nipples are dirty.
My babylons.
Right.
Bye.
Bye.
Wow. What do you think of that? I think. What don't you think of that? I think that girl has got everything